Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. Following the same pattern which we started with the last video, where we have had our discussion on the role of love relationship in your life. Like what we did was on the basis of the signs which Venus rules in your life, just placing those signs in the empty houses, we try to look at that what could be your definition of relationship. Whenever you approach any relationship, what is going to be the underlying driving force over there? So after having our discussion on that, now in this video we will have our discussion on the prince amongst the planets, which is the planet Mercury. So definitely guys, there are like lot many attributes which are attached with the planet Mercury. Like Mercury in today's day and age becomes very important because it somehow rules over all aspect of communication, your travel, your friendship, like when we talk about your discriminatory intelligence, the way you break down information, process any sort of information, calculation, mathematics, accounting, all those aspects are somehow connected with the Mercury. But moreover, Mercury also represents your business acumen as well. So guys, and apart from that, like apart from all these qualities, like whenever we talk about any deviation in someone's sexual orientation, we have to see the state of Mercury in the chart. Whenever we talk about like concerns of the child adoption, we have to see the placement of Mercury. Guys, see, you have to understand the behavior of the planets, like the way, for example, if you will take up the case of moon, if moon is well placed, your emotions are going to be very graceful, healthy, optimistic, good for your well-being. But if moon is going to be afflicted, moon is going to be very easy and quick to be stressed. But when we talk about Mercury, it hardly matters whether Mercury is strong or weak, what influence it is receiving, it starts behaving like that. Like for example, you take up the case of a Mercury which is in the Virgo. Now it looks very strong, but imagine if the same Virgo Mercury is conjunct with Saturn, is conjunct with Rahu, and it is placed in some like Dushtana Bhavas and all. So the same intelligence could be used for the wrong reasons as well. So this is what comes down to that in which dignity Mercury is placed. Like for example, a Mercury in the Pisces but conjunct with the planet Jupiter might not be as harmful for the native in itself or through the native doing any harm to the society. So when it comes down to Mercury, it is a very impressionable planet. Like the way guys, we say this thing that even in our weekdays, the day connected with Mercury, Wednesday, falls in the middle. Like in numerology, Mercury is connected with the number 6, it falls in the middle. So it's very adaptable and it's very friendly, sociable, but all what matters is in which dignity it is placed. And apart from that guys, the nakshatras are ruled by the Mercury. So even over there as well, you can see Mercury and Ketu nakshatras somehow contributes towards the Gandanta alignment as well. And I would say this thing that because when we talk about the conjunction, mid-junction of the water and the fire signs, Ketu nakshatra like Ashwini, Magha, Mula still comes at the beginning phase of the fire, but Mercury nakshatra, Ashlesha, Jyeshtha, Revati falls in a very like dangerous zone where it is the water zodiac region is finishing and fire is about to begin. So yes guys, this is something about the planet Mercury. Now what we will do is that we will try to take up all the rising signs and basis the empty houses concept, we will try to understand that if Mercury represents your intelligence, in which specific area of life intelligence will be operating for you. So guys, when we talk about the Aries Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 3rd house and the 6th house. Now it hardly matters that Mercury is not a very good planet for you, but like the way guys, we say this thing that if Aries being ruled by Mars is a Lagna of being very proactive, a Lagna of being very fearless, and 3rd house in itself is the house of your willfulness. So we can say this thing that somehow on surface from far, Aries Lagna might look like to be very very combative, but the true combat of their somehow is being covered by their mental aptitude and their mental perseverance. This is how you can see. And definitely guys, because somehow it has been seen that for the Aries Lagna natives, their defense system works very beautifully. Like they might have the best of their capabilities, but only when they are provoked, when they are challenged, somehow their energy starts functioning to the best of their capabilities. Like the way, guys, same is the case with the Lord Hanuman only. Till the time the dire need or urgency has not come, till the time Jamwanji has not realized him of his own ocean of talents, he was not able to come to that realization. So this is how, guys, when we talk about the role which Mercury plays for the Aries Lagna natives, and along with that, guys, definitely communication, friendship. So their mind works in this way that through their social network only, they are able to foresee lot many financial, business, commercial opportunities, and in the difficult times their friend circle somehow plays a very pivotal role in removing them from any of the ongoing problem. Now, guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, definitely, guys, in their case as well, Mercury is a very favorable planet. It has got a rulership over their second house and the fifth house. Now, what does Mercury tells with this kind of alignment? First of all, guys, their intelligence works in this way that I have not seen anyone other than the Taurus Lagna natives who takes maximum risk when it comes down to their financial aspiration. Definitely, guys, they're like those kind of, like, if you are in a business, that in itself means that risk is going to be high and the percentage of profit is going to be high. You're not bound to any 9 to 5 kind of job or a fixed regular consistent paychecks. But compared to all the rising sign, it's the Taurus Lagna natives only who can be very good in business, because they have this capacity to foresee any financial opportunity and how to encash on that. Along with that, guys, definitely second house also tells about their immediate family. Fifth house tells about the way their mind function. So Taurus Lagna natives, it's always recommended that right from the growing up, they should be taught the real value of money. Like the way, for example, real value of money is not something which like going to B schools or business school teaches you. Like the way I was reading this quote by a great artist, that the empty pocket and empty stomach teaches you the biggest lessons in the life. So the point which I'm seeing over here is that somehow teaching them the value of money. Like, for example, if you are from a well-to-do family and you have started feeling this thing that okay, your kid is kind of becoming a very privileged kind of child and not realizing the value of money and the hardship which the family has gone through to bring family to that extent. Take your child to any of the impoverished kind of lanes and show him the first account experience of the hardship which people go through in order to make that money. So those sort of, and like the way I mentioned this thing that somehow doing something in their own immediate family business or doing something which the family has been doing like from generations. So those sort of acquired talents somehow comes very strongly to the Taurus Lagna natives, and this is how their mind will function. Now, guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, definitely, guys, in your case, Mercury becomes your ascendant lord, and along with that, it has got a rulership over your fourth house as well. So, guys, one thing is for sure that, like, when we talk about intelligence, that is something which your whole body and persona exude. That is something which comes very naturally to you. So like the way we say this thing that the Martian traits comes very naturally to the Aries Lagna natives. Same way, all aspect of communication, intelligence, taking initiatives at the right time. Timing is very important and it comes as a gift or blessing to the Gemini Lagna natives. Trust me, guys, I've gone to lot many improv classes, acting classes and all. And even when we watch the movies, sometimes when you see those people who are reviewing any of the movie who have got good knowledge, they'll say, okay, with this actor, his timing is very good. With this cricketer, with this lawn tennis player, his timing is very natural, spontaneous, very good. So those are the kind of things which comes very naturally to the Gemini Lagna natives. Second thing is that because Mercury along with the first house has got a rulership over the fourth house as well. So somehow, guys, when we talk about your capacity to influence a large crowd or public in large numbers with your talents, with the kind of thought process you have, so these are some of the gifts which Gemini Lagna natives are born with. Second thing is that yes, their capacity with their talents to cater to the needs of the large group of people, or able to foresee the trends in the society, in the market. So those are the things which comes very naturally to the Gemini Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 3rd house and your 12th house. One thing which I want to say for the Cancer Lagna native is that somehow they have this capacity, like in lot many cases I have seen with the Cancer Lagna natives, that the leap of faith works very beautifully for them. But definitely guys, even for the leap of faith to work in your favor, there has to be certain base to it. Like the way, for example, you have a chosen god and you are very ritualistic, you are very disciplined, you are very regular. So I mean to say, then definitely there is a time when the going is becoming very difficult, and your mind and the logics are not able to give you any answer to your ongoing predicament. So over there, I would say that Cancer Lagna natives somehow leaving everything to the hands of the universe, to the feet of the god, they somehow take the chances. So this is one aspect where the energy of the Mercury somehow works very beautifully for the Cancer Lagna natives. Second thing is that guys, definitely a Cancer Lagna person, if it's going to be freelance, self-employed, or like artist in any capacity, so like law of attraction works very beautifully for the Cancer Lagna natives somehow, because I always say this thing that although 8th house is also very secret, mysterious house, but when we talk about the mysticism which comes from the 12th house is incomparable. So that means that they have this capacity to create those circumstances, create and manifest things which seems to be out of the reach by so many lagnas. And definitely guys, like 3rd house is about your talents as well. Along with that, if you are into poetry, any of the artistic, creative, writing, communication and all, so somehow Cancer Lagna natives, this how gets gifted and stay blessed because of the kind of role which Mercury plays in their life. But again guys, along with that, with all the blessing, the threat also comes. So a lot many times putting blind faith in the word, in the support and commitment of people around them, a lot many times becomes a reason for the heartbreaker, betrayal, or people not standing up to their promise. So that is one kind of issue which the Cancer Lagna natives have to face a lot many times. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 11th house and the 2nd house. It is self-explanatory. Mercury becomes like a treasurer for the success of the Leo, like all the income, finances, opportunities. Now guys, why we say that Leo Lagna natives are able to build an empire? Because lot many Lagnas suffer because they have the flow of the income, but they're not able to build something out of it. But the blessing which the Leo natives have is that whatever is coming to them, they know how to preserve it, they know how to invest it, they know how to build something out of it. So this is how the energy of the Mercury works for the Leo Lagna natives. So beyond doubt guys, not only they are very sociable, they are very likable, they are very good in the financial matters, but also they have this capacity. Like for example, a Leo Lagna person, if he will be like for example, a Leo Lagna person might be in a job, but sooner or later he shifted to a society, to a community where all of his friends are doing very very good in the business. So there is going to be high possibility for the Leo Lagna native to get inspired or get those ideas and transcend into something similar only and do something good with his life. So that is how the energy of the Mercury function for the Leo Lagna person. They learn very strongly about any business opportunity, commercial opportunities, commercial avenue. no matter whatever is happening around them, but even within their network circle as well. So yes guys, the best role, if I were to say, when it comes down to the avenues of the finances, opportunities and all, that is the kind of role which Mercury plays for the Leo Lagna person. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna, definitely guys, Mercury has got a rulership over your rising sign. It rules over your whole complete life. Along with that, it has got a rulership over your 10th house as well. So blending the energy of the 10th house and the first house just in itself tells about that yes, you have this capacity to completely devote yourself towards any form of communication. Like the way guys, we come across like all those people who end up building something very substantial in the lines of business, commerce, trade, communication industry and all. So that is the kind of potential which the Virgo Lagna native possess. Second thing is that definitely guys, because in the 10th house, you see, definitely Mercury has got two signs which are being placed in your first house, 10th house, but the sign which is more curious, which is more adaptable, which is more friendly, impressionable and has the capacity to learn a lot, falls in the 10th house. So the good part about the Virgo Lagna native is that the way the energy of the Mercury function for them is that in whichever field or line of work they join, they very quickly adapt and pick things over there. So like for example, I've come across many people, okay, you are majorly working in the Chinese companies and all only. Your nature of job does not it's not strongly recommended or expected out of you to learn Mandarin, but a stage will come where the person will say or feel that okay, in order to extend my prospects, what's the harm, let me put myself into there as well. So the Lagna, the Virgo sign over there makes them perfectionist, make them very disciplined, and the inquisitive and the curious energies simultaneously at play at their 10th house as well. So yes guys, this is how the energy of the Mercury function for the Virgo Lagna natives, for their rise, for their public image, their adaptability, their curiosity. Like the way, for example, a Virgo Lagna person can become a very good politician. Like specifically when you talk about like what is happening in India right now, like many people looking at what is the ongoing wave, they are shifting their loyalty towards different political parties. Now on a moral compass, that does not look like to be very righteous thing to do, but yes, for their own gains, it is a good decision. And this is how the Virgo Lagna native can actually function. They have this capacity to foresee any wave in their favor and they can adapt themselves accordingly and maintain that position. Now guys, when we talk about my favorite Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 9th house and the 12th house. So guys, to begin with, one thing is for sure that travels are very strongly recommended for the Libra Lagna natives. Mercury is a planet of intelligence, of communication, and Mercury is not a planet where being caged or being put in a rut can help them flourish, grow or become something. For them, having an active social life, too many hobbies, traveling, seeing new things, feeding new things to your subconsciousness consistently becomes very important. And somehow the role which Mercury plays in your life is that it somehow rules both the houses of travels, long distance travel. And here we are not talking about those kind of travels which are just somehow attached to your comfort zone, like my family, my friends, my country. Here we are talking about staying cosmopolitan with your thought process, going to new places, seeing new things, understanding new culture, understanding new languages and all. So that is how Mercury definitely, the kind of role which Mercury plays for the Libra Lagna native. If you are in a business, you want to do something good, you want to innovate, do something which the world has not seen before, my recommendation, travel as much as possible and somehow staying hopeful. It's the Mercury only which gives them a very logical mind when it comes down to religion, theology or something. Like you will not find Libra Lagna natives to be very blindly following all those kind of hacks and remedies which are going on and being sold on social media these days. If you will tell them, okay, you have to do this remedy for this planet, Libra Lagna person from the other end will definitely ask the logic behind it, and if you will be able to serve the logic, they will be the one who with a lot of discipline is going to be follow that. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 8th house and the 11th house. Now what does it tell about? First of all guys, here we are not talking about that whether Mercury is a good planet for you or not. Important thing is that Mercury has got a rulership over your 8th house, which is the house of research, which is the house of transformation. And Mercury also has got a rulership over your 11th house, which is the house of your wish fulfillment, which is the house of your vision. Ultimately, eventually in the life, what you want to achieve, what you want to become, and how society and community is going to be helping you in order to attain that. So guys, this kind of combination of the houses, first of all, tells about that they have this capacity that whatsoever is going on in the market or whatsoever is the need of the hour, they will very quickly adapt or mold their priorities or their way of looking at things. Like for example, there could be a time when you have a very hedonistic lifestyle, but with the circumstances of the life or with the vicissitudes of the life, now you want to become a monk. Now you want to do something good in the spiritual lines. So these are among those people who will quickly transform their friend circle, their social setting, their priorities, their eating habits, everything very rapidly. That is the one thing which we can see. Second thing is that definitely guys, see, there are like lot many ways via which I can prove this thing, that why we say this thing, that when it comes down to tendency, guys, here I'm not putting a label to it. When we talk about tendency for any rising sign to do something good in becoming a mafia, underhanded activities, casinos, a secretive dual life, or addiction towards certain things, why we say that Scorpions have this capacity? So because 11th house of their goals, their desires, and 8th house of secrecy, you will not even realize that your own partner, your own good friend, your own neighbor who has got a very different front out there in the public is living an entirely opposite secretive life behind the scene. So that is the kind of potential which Mercury grants them. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, in your case, Mercury has got a rulership over your 10th house and the 7th house. What does it tell about? So guys, to begin with, one thing is for sure that both of these two houses has got something to do with your public image, with your public dealing and association. So good thing about the Sagittarius Lagna native is that they have this capacity to foresee any ongoing trend in the market and how to adapt or mold themselves accordingly. The good thing about the Sagittarius Lagna native is that only if Mercury is going to be well placed, all of the relationship which they get committed to, somehow they are very wisely done in order to that those relationship and committed relationship and alliances, how strongly they are benefiting, contributing towards their career goals, towards their public image. So that is for sure. These are the qualities which comes very naturally, and this is how the intelligence, the planet which represents intelligence, is going to be functioning or behaving in their life. Along with that guys, definitely when we talk about doing something very good, when we talk about in the public domain, in the public seat and all, so those all are the qualities which you can fairly see the way Mercury function for the Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, definitely guys, Mercury is a very important planet for you because of the rulership over the 9th house as well. So it has got a rulership over the 6th house of the, like when we talk about challenges, your daily life, and it has also got a rulership over the 9th house of the faith, of the righteousness, virtues, guidance and all in the life. So guys, this is a typical yoga in Vedic astrology which we say as Karam Dharm Pati Yoga. So like how your moral compass in the life, specifically for the Capricorn Lagna, is being decided by the placement of the Mercury in their chart. Like for example, because see, being very driven towards reaching a specific position in your life, in your professional life, becomes utmost important for the Capricorn Lagna person. So but in order to achieve and attain those set goals of yours, to which extent you can go, that is the kind of a moral compass, or that is the kind of a thing which the placement of Mercury decide. Why? Because 6th house is the hardship, is cutting corners, and 9th house of the morals, of your virtues. So that is the one thing which we get to know. Second thing is that definitely guys, for the Capricorn Lagna, the energy of the Mercury, the discriminatory intelligence work in this way that somehow in the dire need, their connection, their contacts come always to their aid, to their rescue. Or I would say this thing, that specifically in the times of the crisis and all, they are being always well guided, well advised by people, by omens, by circumstances in the life. Second thing is that like in certain cases it has been seen that, God forbid, if there is some misfortune or hard times which has fallen upon you, so if you will indulge into any religious austerities, or you will surrender to the divine in order to come out of those problems and all, so miracles work very strongly for the Capricorn Lagna, specifically whenever the hardship comes in the life. And guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, definitely guys, for you as well, Mercury becomes a very important planet. I mentioned this thing lot many times, like why we say this thing, that the Aquarians are the scientists amongst the zodiac belt. They are the most innovators in the zodiac belt, because the 5th house of your mind, your intelligence, and the 8th house of something which is secretive, which is something hidden, research, like engaging in long tiring hours and months and years of research, is something which is being ruled by the planet Mercury. So just because a planet which in itself represents intelligence, curiosity, knowledge, and having a rulership over your house of intellect and the house of research, hidden, somehow Mercury plays a very important role in giving them the title of the scientist of the zodiac belt. And yes guys, in certain ways, like how to keep a part of their financial fortune little bit secretive. I will not be surprised if your partner has got Aquarius rising, and very later on in the stage of your relationship you get to know that your partner was secretly investing money which has now become matured to a very large sum. So those kind of potential and talents which the Aquarius Lagna natives generally carry because of the role which Mercury plays. And also they have this capacity, I'm not saying that they get into other illegitimate relationship or affairs, but yes, they have this capacity to keep their relationship little bit secretive as well. So those all are the qualities which comes naturally to the Aquarius Lagna natives. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case Mercury has got a rulership over your 4th house and the 7th house. So again guys, when we talk about whatever is happening in their domestic life, somehow it shapes up their attitude and way of looking at the public and the world as well. Like let's say for example, like with the Pisces Lagna native, it happens a lot. For example, if they will be raised and they are living in a very amicable, friendly, very harmonious domestic life and domestic environment, the way they will deal with the world and public and their other relationship will definitely have a similar tinge or similar flavor. But if they being put forth in a very bickering, in a very quarrelsome kind of domestic environment, somehow it is going to having a major impact in the major relationship which they will be forming in the society, in the community. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.